Quick question. Did YouTube suggest this video to you, or did you just join my community, my network? Either way, I'm so glad you're here and we have so much to talk about. So, in the last video, the first video, you heard me talk about the three stressors that I know that barbers have. Those three stressors are making enough money today, saving for retirement, and acting therapist. Now, I am going to casually have this conversation with you about how to overcome your stress in these three areas. But I want to always remind you that retirement is the main thing, it is the big picture. Even though we might be talking about raising your prices or getting new revenue streams, it's still about retirement. Even though we might be talking about you acting therapists and how to do that better and maybe giving you some tools to do that, we're still talking about retirement and maybe even turning this into an income stream. We'll talk about that later because you might not feel comfortable with that. So I'm just saying, before there were therapists, there were barbers. So you're acting therapist, you should get paid for it. Remember, I said that. But if you don't see, if you don't believe, first of all, if you don't believe, you're definitely not going to see it. But if you don't believe you can get paid for this, then you're not going to do it. So I want to take you through a visualization exercise. Now, we're not going to do that here. That's what we do over in the Prosperous Barber Journal. Oh, you don't know about the Prosperous Barber? Well, let me explain. I am Kiné Corder, the leading national certified counselor specializing in financial hypnotherapy for stress. I am building the world's largest global barber network offering mental health and money systems. And I do this through these YouTube videos, but also through a professional journal that I started for barbers that's called the Prosperous Barber Journal. Now, you can subscribe for free. You can later upgrade to a more tighter knit, more intimate network if you want to, but start with the free version. And in that, I'll each week drip out step by step how you save for retirement, how you reduce your stress around the money today, how you reduce your stress around the fact that you're taking on everybody else's stress. And those mental health and money systems are going to help you in your day to day life, but you can also share them with your clients. And then, if you like say you're doing enough, you're like, you know what, this is beyond my pay grade. Let's say I'm not a therapist, but I play one behind the chair. But I need you to go talk to a real therapist. I'm gonna show you how to refer your clients out to another therapist. In some ways you can get paid for doing this, some ways you can't, just based on regulations and all compliance and stuff like that. But there are ways for you to get paid doing that. So I'm going to be talking to you about all of that, but it's going to first start with your belief. If you do not have the belief in your conscious brain right now, then I want to help you get there. And part of how you get there is through your vision. You see, I just took off my glasses and I'm talking about vision. That's so wild. Okay, you will, if this is your first video with me, you will find I've cracked myself up. I rhyme a lot. I don't know, it's just random rhymes. I was a poet back in the 90s. It happens sometimes. I don't even try it. It just happens. Then I have all these characters living inside of me, and sometimes they come out. There's a Southern character, there's like an old lady character, there's like the little ghetto girl character. I do have a dude. You don't want to mess with him. You don't want to make enemies with him because he is vicious. He don't play. So we're going to hopefully not let him come out, because if he came out, you didn't piss me off. You don't want that man. Okay, back to what we were talking about. Vision. You thought I forgot, but that's something else I do. I will go way over here on the tangent, but I promise you I'm coming back. I always do. All right, vision. So I take you in the Prosperous Barber Journal, I take you through, you'll see a resource where you can get the actual vision session where I guide you through the steps. And you just close your eyes and you imagine. But today in this video, I'm going to tell you what goes into the vision. I'm going to tell you why the vision is important. I'm also going to tell you why you need to replay and replay and replay that vision. Let me start there. You need to replay the vision because right now you don't believe it. Right now, you don't know who you are. Right now, you're completely stressed. And if you're completely stressed, then you're not in calm, optimal brain. When you play the video over and over and over again, not only does it help you get into calm, optimal brain, it helps for your subconscious brain to push this vision up to your conscious brain, where you can now start to make decisions based on this vision. Right now, you're making decisions based on your stress, but your vision is where you should be going. It's the path you should be on. But here's what happened. Here's what happens. You're on the path. You're on the path. And then something scares you. Let's just say it's a dog, a really vicious dog, a pit bull, Rottweiler, Doberman, which nobody talks about how vicious Dobermans can be anymore. They used to. Doberman. It's a scary dog. He gets in your path. You turn around and run back. What the heck are you doing back there? That's how you feel, right? Like you just keep going backwards, keep going backwards, keep going back, repeating the same thing, expecting a different result. Yes, I know. We all do it. You've been told it's the definition of insanity. Don't let anybody tell you that. It's not the definition of insanity, it's the definition of humanity. We all do it. We all do the same thing, expecting a different result because we're not aligned. We're not aligned. We are aligned with our fear. When you are aligned with familiar, familiar is what your brain goes towards. Your conscious brain, even your subconscious brain, is your subconscious brain is going to lead your conscious brain towards what's familiar. Aha, aha, here we go. So this is why you watch the video over and over again. When I say video, yes, this video, but I also mean the vision video that I made for you inside the Prosperous Barber Journal. But I also mean the video in your mind. Just let it play over and over. And once you do this vision session with me, where you visualize your prosperous life, when you really, really see your life with prosperity, once you visualize your prosperous life, then it becomes clear. Once it becomes clear, once you have that clarity, clarity on like what's going well, what's in the way, what are you repeating, what habits, what do you need, what do you want? You need clarity on all these things. And I'm going to walk you through that clarity. I'm actually going to have my questionnaire on the screen with me so I can take you through each question. Now you can go and fill out the form and have a session with me if you want, but at least you'll have some insight into yourself, even if you never meet with me. So the vision, we watch the vision, we listen to the vision, we ingrain the vision into our cells, into our pores, into every nerve. So it becomes a part of you. And the more you believe it, the more you will see it. And you'll see evidence of it start to pop up in your life. And as you see that evidence, you stay on the path. Now, there's going to be some part of you that wants to go back to that old familiar, which is why you continue to watch the vision. First, you watch my vision video over and over and over again. And then your vision becomes top of mind. You're starting to push that vision from the subconscious brain to the conscious brain. You can just recall it with no problem. Even when your eyes open, you don't even have to close your eyes anymore. It's almost like you see that mirror in front of you, like a screen. And on that screen, even if it's not a video, let's just say it's pictures. And you can just scroll through the pictures like you do on your phone. You're just scrolling through pictures, or like you do on that dating app that you shouldn't be on. Anyway, I digressed. Um, you're scrolling through the pictures, or you're watching the video. Just watch the video, or maybe it's a montage. You cut together this video. Do you see? Do you see? And you just sit back and you let it play. And the more you let it play, the more familiar it becomes, the more realistic it becomes. And as it becomes familiar, it becomes part of your life. And as it becomes part of your life, it becomes your life. Mhm. How does that feel? Well, first, you have to find your vision. See it. You believe it first, and you will soon see it. Now, The easiest way for you to do this is go and subscribe to the Prosperous Barber Journal if you're not already. If you are, then inside the Prosperous Journal, there's usually a link to a resource page. On that resource page, prosperousbarber.com/resources with an S, resources, because it's not just one, it's several. But if you go to that page, which there's a link in this video for that, but you can also get it if you're in the journal. So go to that page. On that page, I always have a link to the vision session. Get it. Do it. It's like the easiest access to me. The easiest access to me. Second easiest. The easiest access to me is to join the Prosperous Barber Network. It's a light little upgrade from the free journal. So that is my recommendation to you. Let me make that clear, just in case you got a little confused along the way. Because it's easy to get confused along the way. We all do. Step one. You're done watching this video. It's almost at the end. YouTube is going to suggest another video to you. It might be the next one in this playlist. It might not. It might be something else. That's why the first thing you do after watching this video is click on the link in the description and go to the Prosperous Barber Journal. If you are already subscribed, then you're just going to scroll down on that page, click review the journal, and there'll be all the issues there for you. If you are not subscribed, subscribe first. Do that. Okay? That's step one. Prosperousbarber.com. That's where you're going first. Subscribe. If you're already subscribed, scroll down, review the journal. Pick any issue. Read it. If you miss one, or if the title just jumps out at you, read the next issue. Inside that issue, there'll be a link to the resource page. On that resource page is the Visualize Your Prosperous Life session. Vision session for short. Click that link. Get the Visualize Your Prosperous Life mini course. There are 3 videos in there. The most important one is the vision session, but there's also 2 other bonus ones. And this will keep you on your path. You will have your vision. You will play your vision over and over and over again in your head. Eventually, you will see your vision without even closing your eyes. You'll just see it because you believe it. You'll start to see it. And then you'll start to see it show up in parts of your life. And then it will become your life. And you'll look around and you'll say, oh my God, or oh my goodness, or oh my, or whatever it is you say. This is my life. I visualized and I made it a reality. And I want to be there when you are doing that. That is my life's work. That brings me the most joy when I see your face light up because your life is now what you imagined it to be. Does that sound good or good? I know, right? That is all for now. I will see you sooner. If you have any questions, comment below. But if the question is too intimate, then you're going to have to join the network. Ask me anything. I'll probably have the answer, but if I don't, we will go together to find it. That is my promise to you. I see your vision. Do you? Let's go. I'll see you sooner. Love you muchly.